Hello, Pisces Feminines. This is Grand Madam with your monthly read. It's Independence Day here in the United States. Happy Independence Day. This country is going through new birthing pains, and when she comes out, she's going to be as awesome as her founders wanted her to be. But it's going to take some, like I said, we're going through our birthing pains because we're about to birth a whole new United States. It's going to be quite interesting. It is scary, but that's what this is all about. It's called living life. Now, Pisces Feminines, I have added a new card deck to our reading. It is called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind for those of you who want to be millionaires and for those of you who just want to improve their financial status. I have pre-shuffled and I have three cards for you which supply three new ways of thinking. The first one says, believe that you are enough. Oh, wait a minute. I have to go back and explain my feminine and masculines. Do it. So I hear, no, I don't. But just in case, if you're new to this channel, when I'm talking about feminine and masculine, I am talking about energy. And well, let me just make it short and sweet. Feminine energy is emotional and intuitive, and it is receiving. Masculine energy is action oriented. It is logical. It is the doer. It can be the aggressor. It is the concrete. It is the builder. It sees everything in black and white, step one, step two, step three, even though Pisces, even men in the Pisces realms have high intuition. But masculine energy, again, action oriented, logical thinking, and they're builders. They see things in black and white. Whereas you Pisces feminines, who can be male or female, are emotional, can see things, you sense things intuitively. You sense things with your entire body and you're receptive. Okay? You can anticipate someone else's need and be right there to serve them. That's the Pisces feminine. This reading is for the Pisces feminine male or Pisces feminine female. So now, believe that you are enough. Okay? And I'm going to read the text in the back because they say it more specifically than I do. They are more succinct. If you believe you're not enough, you'll validate that belief and create the reality that you don't have enough. But if you believe that you're more than enough, you'll create more than enough in every part of your life. I have a Pisces ascendant, so I'm listening too. Believe that you can be rich. This is the mindset. I know I can be rich. I know I can be a multimillionaire. I know I can be a billionaire. It feels funny, I know, especially if you're not, but believe it. Put it in your mantra. Believe I can be rich. Put your attention on the traits, the strengths, and virtues that allow you to believe that you can and that you deserve to be rich. I need to put this card on my wall. Get financially educated. Take the time and energy to learn about money, business, and investments. Then choose an investment area to become an expert in and begin investing in it. All right. Those are your three tips for now. Okay. Where do these go? I'm going to put them over there. Now, and also in the pre-shuffle, I pulled out the Dark Goddess deck. The reason I did that is because we are in a lunar eclipse today, and we will all be impacted with the relieving or releasing of repressed emotions. We will find clarity with our answers for our relationships, for our work situations, for our entire, every aspect, well, most aspects of your entire life, depending upon where the moon falls and also where Mercury in Cancer in retrograde falls. Now, if you have your natal chart, better still, if you can get a chart and have a planet, find one of these free astrological sites where they can show you where the planets are today. If you can compare that to your chart, then you'll know what area. The area where the moon falls is the area where you'll be impacted. Many families will find that there are children outside of the marriage. They will find out there are multiple marriages. Folks will find out that family members have issues they've known about, but they've kind of ignored or put on the back burner. Those issues are going to be prevalent this weekend. Um, Also on the jobs, government, and businesses are going to be impacted. The truths are going to come out. I can't wait to watch the news, see what happens on Monday and Tuesday, because we may not get the information today, but things are going to crop up that they're going to hit the news Monday and Tuesday. Even gossip is going to be good, because the secrets, celebrity secrets, are going to come out too. Well, there's a pre-shadow. You've already seen some that have been, old news, but for some reason they are resurfacing, and they're resurfacing because of the Mercury in Cancer retrograde. These secrets are literally impacting the family again, because they were not resolved then in the past. So the past is going to become the present in our family situations, and the truth is going to come out of all of them. Saying that, in the Dark Goddess deck, we have the messages from the Goddess Fortuna about fate. We have the messages for the Goddess Armanisha, which is integrity. And we have the message from Goddess Caradwin, inspiration. So this sounds interesting, because with fate and integrity, fate is what is for you. Integrity, maintain it at all costs, regardless of what hell you're going through, regardless of what opportunities you think you can take when nobody is listening or watching. Maintain your integrity, because somebody is. And the inspiration you come out of it is going to be, I feel it's going to be fantastic, even with all this stuff that's getting ready to hit the fan this weekend. So, I've called in your spirit guides and your angels to help with this reading. Which deck do you want me to read with? Read these cards with, Spirit? This one? This one? Really? Okay. We're going to use these. So, let's look at fate. Someone asked in previous readings the difference between destiny and fate. And I said your destiny is like a destination stop. You can get almost to the destination stop and turn around and say, I don't want to be bothered. And walk away from whatever destiny that you have created for yourself. Fate, however, I do believe that fate is the end of your life script, and you will only see your fate when it's almost done, when your life is almost done. But you'll see your destination stops along the way towards the end, and then you will understand why you have the fate that you have. Okay? You have an older person who is now alone and looking back with bitterness over their destination stops, over the choices that they made. Okay? So, destiny is like a destination. You can choose to get off at this stop or continue forward and miss it completely. But fate, however, fate is where you're going to end up in the end. So, give us a card on fate, Spirit. One more? No more. Okay. Your fate energy. Oh, look, new beginnings. A new passionate and happy. Well, it's passionate anyway. Beginning. Some of you may be working on a new project. Some of you may have a new baby coming. Some of you may even have a new relationship coming. And with inspiration over here, it could be something creative and artistic. Fate. Okay. Give me a card on the Ace of Wands. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Ace of Wands. I saw this and got excited. Okay, Spirit, give me a card on the Ace of Wands for the Pisces Feminine Collective. Thank you. From the middle again. Thank you. And we have this King of Wands. I call him the Ice King. He's the judge. He looks for the facts and nothing but the facts. He's under the energy of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. This king could be married or this king could be single. This king is he's a hard nose. He's hard nosed. Basically, you don't tell him anything. He tells you. Okay, give me a card for this new beginning for the Pisces Feminine with the King of Swords. Now, King of Swords energy, he could be any sign, but this is the energy right now he's using. He's coming out with, like I said, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Very intellectual. A fact finder. Well, yeah. He's about the facts. He does not see any middle ground. Everything for this person is black and white. He could be in the military. He could be law enforcement. Or she. But I do feel this is definitely masculine energy. I mean, this brother even has a sword, eagle. This is a hawk. I think that's an eagle sitting on the sword. That's how hard-nosed he is. Gosh. I'm afraid of him. Okay. So, mad, passionate beginning that involves a King of Swords. I'm going to call him the Ice King from now on. Ice King. He looking dead in your face, too. Good gosh, I reckon. Give me the truth. And swords are cards of clarity, mental clarity. No emotion whatsoever, mental clarity. So give me a card on this King of Swords. Somebody might be having a mad, passionate affair with the King of Swords. Hangman. Huh. Boy, somebody trapped a King of Swords. Ooh, that's going to be problematic. The Hanging Man, this is Pisces energy. The Hanging Man, let me move it here, is someone who has suspended all motion. Dealing with the King of Swords will make you suspend motion too. But when I see the Hangman, it came to me last night. I feel, look at this card. Now, on some of these Westerns, people end up hanging out of trees by their ankles because they stepped into a noose they didn't see. It was a trap. And now they're upside down. Now they know they've been tricked. And now they're seeing things a lot differently. That's how I see the Hangman. You've been turned upside down. What you thought was real, you're finding is not. And now, you're having one heck of a reality check. And now you're at a full stop. Stopped in your tracks. Okay. Moving right along. What is this Hangman about? And from what I'm seeing, it looks like it is fated that this wild, passionate affair with this Iceman has been stopped dead in its tracks. Wow. I think these cards are just so beautiful. And something I just noticed. He's hanging over a lake or near a lake. Water always signifies emotions. So someone got caught up. Pisces. Was it you or was it this Iceman? This Iceman's not getting caught up in anything. So Pisces, this is you. It is the card of Pisces. Cut up, literally. No, that's my, this was my negligence. It was my fingers. Give me a card for fate, the Ace of Wands, the Ice King here, and Hanging Man. All right, Spirit said that's enough shuffling. Oh, ooh. Oh, no. Oh. Love is reversed. No love here. Like I said, this mad, passionate affair has been brought to a screeching halt. And here's the lovers reversed. I'm trying to, can you see? There. Now, Gemini energy. Also, it means a decision needed to be made that has not been made, but to me it looks like it was with this hangman. Maybe it hasn't been made yet because someone is upside down. No, my cards are not upside down. At the bottom of the deck, we've got a juggling act. We've got a juggler who's walking a tightrope. Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, with the devil. Ooh, ooh. We know the devil is sex, drugs, rock and roll. It can also be about business, which means it can signify Capricorn. All right. Also, Capricorn is about business. What is this lovers reversed about? No love in here. I think the king has made a decree here. The Ice King. He's sexy though. This Ice King is hot. Okay. Spirit said that's enough shuffling. What is card for this lovers reversed? Oh, wow. Are these cards upside down? Nope. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. That's not good, folks. That means, again, suspension. Things coming at a full stop. When the wheel, for me, in my readings, when the Wheel of Fortune has stopped, that means no more good fortune. Spirit is telling me this was a karmic relationship, Pisces, between you and a man who has become the Ice King. So that tells me this person was not, his sun sign is not Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. He has pushed himself out of his emotions and has put himself in a place where now it's all the mind, all intellect. All he is ice cold. This is beginning to sound like the Pisces masculine reading and the Aquarius reading. So this relationship, this was a karmic relationship. And when I say karmic, it smacks of twin flame energy. Now, let me explain it. What's at the bottom of the deck? Ten of Wands, burden. The relationship was a burden, became a burden. Let me explain this. This relationship was fated to fail, which means, and these are 1, 2, 3 out of 5 major arcana cards. This was a life-changing moment for you, Pisces, and probably for this Ice King too, because this relationship was a life lesson. A life lesson in relationships, a life lesson in dealing with people, dealing with others. how to deal with others, how not to deal with others, because it's falling under the fate card. And I mean, you've got, it's all stop. Was love there? Maybe. Passionate sex, great sex, off the wall, off the chart sex, off the chain? Yeah. Yeah. But it was fated to be temporary, short term, 3 years max. Spirit told me that. And now it's done. Now it's done. Why it's done is not even relevant. It's done. So now, Pisces, it is your duty, your job, your responsibility to mull over this relationship with this person. What have you learned? Is the question. Not will we get back together, because you will not. What have we learned? What have you learned from this relationship, Pisces? I can't answer that because I wasn't in it with you. What have you learned? I don't know. So now, this is a fated relationship, fated to end. Let's move on to integrity. I have a strong feeling that your integrity was challenged, or this king, this person who is now in the form of the Ice King, the King of Swords, who seeks truth and only truth, accepts nothing but truth. There was an integrity challenge here. For some of you, also watch the Pisces masculine reading. It may be related. Give me a card for integrity, please. Oh, what is this? I didn't say a book now. I didn't say a book. There was deception. Here's Ten of Swords. Here's a man whose hands are tied behind him, and the swords are stabbed in him or her. Someone feels betrayed. Someone feels that they were set up. Someone's integrity was challenged, meaning they did some behind the back stuff. And it was all about Eight of Coins, money. This was for money. This relationship very well could have been one based on money, sex and money. And that is definitely a challenge to your integrity. Why? Because it says you have none. Ouch. And, ooh, Lord have mercy. And look who's here. The Knight of Swords. Come charging in. This knight is harsh. He wants answers, and if you don't give it to him, he's going to punch you. And here's the conflict. Someone's integrity was challenged to the point where it got into a fight. Ouch. Ouch. And I mean with this, and this is an argument. This guy comes along, oh Lord. Woo! Break out the beer and find a safe place to sit and enjoy the wrestling match. Okay. Let's move on to inspiration. So someone has learned to maintain their integrity. So that means a whole lot of dirty backhand, back alley stuff was going on in this relationship, which is why it ended. It was a lesson for someone, for both involved or all involved, to learn. This is not what you do. Now your integrity has been challenged personally. People are looking at you side-eye. And now people don't trust you. Or you don't trust yourself, which is even worse. So let's see what this inspiration is about. How can you be inspired from this? Well, you can write a book and you can become a relationship coach from the lessons you learned. I mean, let's face it, sex for money. You know what that is. It's called prostitution. Clear and plain and simple. And if someone likes to take their money and use it for sex, it's still prostitution. That's too many daggone cards. Okay, what is the inspiration from this? No judgment. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Someone prostituted themselves and now their integrity has been challenged. Ouch, Pisces. As emotional and sensitive as you are, the cards are flipping over, but they're not falling out. Spirit said that's enough shuffling. Inspiration. What is inspiration about? Victory. Victory can be a public figure. This is a public figure, or this is something that was brought to someone's attention. Brought to someone's attention. We'll see what this is. Give me a card for inspiration and the Six of Wands. Yep, okay. Wands, page of wands. This is, the pages are usually children. And this one is this is inspiration. Now here's the point. The thing about inspiration in this page of wands is this. This page can be a message or an idea that can inspire you to your highest heights. Or this page and inspiration can inspire a riot. So, as I said, coming out of a relationship like this can inspire you to become a life coach or relationship coach. It can inspire a book, a play, or something like that. You'll see. Inspiration from a sad situation, from a bad situation. What is this inspiration? This little page can also be a message of passion, a passionate message sent to someone. Now, it can be a heated argument, or it'll start a heated argument, or it can start that flame again. So we will see. But I have a feeling with this public figure and this passion of this wands, is something different. Also, this page of wands is the card for the F boy and the F girl, the player. Someone who's sexually immature. So we lives by their passions. They think they have no responsibility to their lovers. Sex for money. So give me a card for the page of wands. Almost. How many cards? Are there too many? First up is the page of swords. Someone was investigating. Someone was watching this scenario over here. And nope. And they gave a bad report. You see that dagger? You see that? And look at the bird. They're talking about it. If a public figure is involved, this may end up on TMZ. An unbalanced situation, Six of Coins, where it was just unfair. The entire situation was totally unfair. It was financially unfair. Someone was being taken for a ride. Someone was being taken for their money. And here is the Two of Wands. You see those wands there? There's a gate. between those wands that someone has chosen to walk through and start a whole new way of being. And here is a page. You've got three pages. Message of security. This is a message of security. I need some money. Can you help me out? Someone has learned that this sex for money business may not be, sorry. Someone is learning that sex for money is not necessarily the best way to get it. At the bottom of the deck, oh, at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, we have a King of Wands. Yes, he do it. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A very handsome, fine, hot, sexy guy. But he's a king. And this king, very alluring, very attractive, a silver-tongued devil, a lover. He is the King of Wands, and the wand is a phallic symbol. Great sexual prowess. Probably came into some money and started buying women. Has now been, what? Inspired, maybe by religion or tradition, who's now wants to do things the traditional way. We put him over, not put him here. Who got caught up? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, let's do it this way. I'll just do them. Secrets came out that the relationship was nothing but a game, a manipulation. Here's Five of Swords and the Moon card. The Moon is reversed. Secrets out about his relationship. It's probably a fire sign who has now turned cold. That's so he's gone from hot and fiery and sexy and to an ice king. No more flame for you. And now here's the Justice card. Time to balance things out. Or it could also be a lawsuit. I feel it is a lawsuit now because next to that is the Nine of Swords, card of anxiety. And next to that is the Seven of Cups. Options, confusion, so many options for sex. It was downright overwhelming and confusion. And now there's a problem. And this man had money. At the time, he was a King of Pentacles, which is a business owner also. And got caught up with text messages from someone from the past. Judgment has been called. He didn't know what to do. Two of Swords. Now barriers are up. Nine of Wands. Looking towards the future. He's planted some seeds. And lo and behold, one popped out. I have all 4 pages on the board now. All 4 pages. And here is the Four of Wands. This man may end up with 4 children and in court for child support. Now he's withdrawn, moved into hermit energy. It was a third party, fourth party, fifth party situation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And he was very much a married man. Here's the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. And there was cheating. Lying, stealing, cheating. Here's the Tower moment. And someone has ended up pregnant and abandoned. Okay, and that's what it took to turn a page into a king who is now taking responsibility for his actions. Wow. Wow. He was not single. And here's the Emperor in control. He was codependent. He found out, probably through counseling, that he's walked away from the situation emotionally. He's walked away from the, what was revealed here? Oh, shit. Okay. He's walked away from the codependency. This, when the Nine of Pentacles is upside down, reverse, it's a card of codependency. This person was trying to become the emperor. He was going to have his own harem. And come to find out, he was codependent all the time. So where's that other hermit? Where's that Hierophant card? That Hierophant card also indicates counseling. Could be through pastoral counseling, or it could be through just some psychiatric clinic. But he has emotionally detached himself and walked away. He realized that he was not the one in charge at all. He thought that he was king of the hill. Come to find out, all those women you were fooling around with were. They were controlling him. When he finally realized that he thought he was controlling all these women with all his money, and then boom, it hit. It found the home base found out. It got back to the wife or to the partner that no, fool, you were never in control. They were. And I'm feeling that it cost him some serious money to find this out. And now he has become the Ice King. And he has suspended all those frivolous relationships. Okay? What that has to do with the Pisces feminine, this could be, I don't know. Well, Pisces feminines are men too. And what does that have to do with the Pisces feminine? He is a very sensitive man when it comes to his emotions. But his flaw was that he had insecurities and issues of abandonment. And to offset that sudden fear of the Queen of Pentacles leaving him, his wife leaving him, things not going the way he thought they were, or I'm feeling came into some money and thought he could fulfill his boyhood dream of buying beautiful women, came to pass as that was nothing more than an abandonment issue. Also, when you have I'm wondering whether to say it or not. I don't see that in this reading. But also when you have men like that, loving beautiful wife at home, supports them in every way that they can, and they go out and create one, two, three, and there's another one where there's a page of cups in here somewhere. Affairs like that, and even deliberately produce, well, maybe subconsciously, but you know when you're not protected from making babies that you're going to make one. That's not only issues of abandonment. I'll always have someone who will love me, is the thinking, but that's not necessarily so. This also feels like this is a man who has been molested as a child by another man who has to prove that he is masculine and that he will have a wife at home and several. It's almost like he has a harem. And it is not accurate. His thinking is off. And now he knows that. And I feel that this person has become the king of Pisces feminines. This person, now this seems to be all male dominated here. He has become the king of swords to rationalize his behaviors and to be accountable and responsible for them. And now he knows it wasn't about a lack of love or a loss of love. It was about his dysfunctional thinking that created this scenario. And on that note, let's pull in the Moonology deck. What does this have to be with the Pisces feminine? That was your lover. And that is why your relationship was short-lived. Because now it's clear to him that he was codependent. And that's why he allowed this wild and passionate relationship with you to happen. And some of this is same sex too. A lot of this is same sex. Doesn't have to be, but I don't see any women on the board specifically. But that was the drive behind the extramarital, relationships on this board. And like I said, some of you out there have 4 children outside of a marriage. Spirit says some of you are gay with 4 children and you know you're gay. But you're not, you know you're gay. But that was your means of proving that you were a man to sire those children by those different women. Yes, different women. So let's see what's in this. What is the advice of the Moonology deck here? Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Find out who you really are. It's time to release the negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. This is major change, folks. Major, major change in your life for the betterment of your life. And luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Hold on, I need to throw down a kipper. I hear kipper. I hear kipper. Which one are we going to throw a kipper on? Whichever. Someone you feel that your life was stolen from you. Should I continue this way or shuffle? Ooh, shucks. Nope, not taking that. Well, no, here, I'm going to take these 2. You learned that you had to take a different path in your life and their life when you ended up in this lawsuit, this adjudication with these women. Things turned. I mean, and you had to be held accountable to the main female. And the female had to be legally accountable also for something. And this is about the home, gift, thinking of the main female. Is that the main female? Oh, looks enough. Thoughts of the main female. Here's the despair, the bad health, the stress, something, and how the marriage has been diminished. And you know what? Some of you were about to be married to this single lady. You expected to be married, which means you weren't married. You weren't married when you met this person, a privileged lady, and you ended up with 4 children. A single man with 4 children. You did not have those children when you met this woman. And now you are no longer marriage material. That too was fate. Not all of you have 4 children, but some of you, you have children outside of this relationship that you've been in. Some of you will be able to, hold on. This is getting longer than I anticipated. Okay. Hold on. One more thing I have to, hold on. What do you have to say for yourself? This is coming from the King of Swords, because it feels that many of you were married, or some of you. I'll say some of you were married. Oop. Come on, the cards. Let's do it like this. Someone has something to say. Pisces feminine. Someone has something to say. You have something to say. Pisces feminine males. Anything for the Pisces feminine females? Someone has some. Okay, we'll see what's being said. Or the energy quiet down in here. I'm clueless. I don't know who this is for, but you cannot force me to love you. That sounds like something he'd say. I'm feeling abandoned. Abandonment issues. Why don't you talk to me? We're disconnected. I'm disconnected. And for someone, save yourself, not your marriage. And for others, we're together again. Let's try this out. Let's get through this. Let's see what happens. Okay. So it looks like Pisces feminines, you got your marriage partner back. And you're willing to do whatever it takes to heal from issues of codependency, past traumas, and issues of abandonment. You're clear on your affairs, what was motivating them. And you are clear that this most recent one is completely over. And some of you Pisces Fems are clear now that it is over. And you are, how we go? Ready to move in a new direction and create a whole new world for yourself. But you are at your baby steps. Take baby steps with yourself and take baby steps with your partner, because this is not an easy thing to get through, as you know. Okay? This is Grand Madam. It was a pleasure reading for you this morning. I'm wishing you much love. Happy Independence Day. You are free.